International Paper. It has the share code on the New York Stock Exchange, IP. Interesting, it was part of the Dow Jones Industrial Average till about 2004, I think. It's American, Memphis, Tennessee based. It's got all of the stuff that we've been talking about. It's international. You will see in a minute. It's been expanding through various regions. Market capitalization, $20.9 billion. So for the record, that's not very much for an international company. We sometimes talk about companies with market caps 10 times or 20 times bigger than that. So it's interesting, this industry isn't particularly enormous. PE ratio 23.2, dividend yield 3.6. Let's put the graph up online now while you talk. Rowan, how does this one strike you?
Yeah, so this, what we've seen is what we've been talking about, the conversion from a pure paper business into more broad-based paper and packaging. And they have been diversifying and readjusting their portfolio, selling some of the paper plants, moving into consumer packaging. They also did an unbundling of their distribution business. They merged that with another business that's now a separate listed business, so really focused on the manufacturing part of the business. They're still heavily exposed to, notwithstanding the name, to the US is around 75% of turnover, and then less so in Europe and a little bit in Russia as well.
Yeah. Interesting company though, because you're right, they've sort of done the same thing. I see that they'd also acquired and done quite a lot of deals with a US company called Weyerhaeuser, which is more into the timber products area. But they bought like the container board business from Weyerhaeuser and then sold some of the forests. And then most recently did a chemical cellulose acquisition from Weyerhaeuser as well. I don't know though, I mean, why would it be, it's interesting that a company that probably was once really at the forefront of American industry is now sort of being superseded and commoditized, almost margins have flattened, been through some tough years.
Yeah, I think this is the evolution of markets and industries, and technology is having a major impact on it as well. So you're right, it's down to managing that portfolio, getting out of the commodity areas where you're going to see continuing declines and getting into growth areas. It's interesting, I read an analyst report and they're quite excited about International Paper. Why? Because of adult diapers.
Wow. So well, we know that countries like Japan sell far more adult diapers than baby diapers.
Exactly.
Which is a function of the aging of the population, the declining birth rates. And I mean, adult diapers, don't laugh, it's a fantastic business.
Yeah, well, this is how you play this whole demographic shift, and the baby boomers now maturing and living longer, and hence needing this type of product.
Yeah. Okay, though, having said all of that, if you had dollars offshore and you're beginning life as a foreign investor or as a global investor, so to speak, would this be high up on your list of companies? No, on a 23 PE, small-ish company, tricky industry globally?
Yeah, so, you know, there must be better ideas out there. I think at the right point in the cycle and valuation-wise, I think it could be interesting. You did see a significant recovery with the sort of Trump rally. This is quite broad-based, so benefited, but at these levels, no, not too attractive.
Okay, so I'm going to go with you on that one, not hot. Now we go.